What's up, party people?
2022.
What's going on? 2022.
2022.
Wow, look at that. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to all of you guys that are listening in or watching us.
It is right now the 3rd of Jan.
It is the 3rd of Jan. 3rd of Jan. We're a bit late.
We're
a bit late, and this episode will be later. Hopefully not.
No, it'll be out.
It'll be out
soon.
Hopefully.
We're here
Yeah.
now,
But
and it is the new year, and we're ready to go.
we're gonna get the bag.
We're moving.
We're gonna get
Making
monetized.
that list.
That's it.
Checking it twice.
Yeah, that's it.
I ain't naughty, and you know I'm nice.
Ooh.
Damn.
Was that an original
That
bar?
was on my head. No, it's Santa Claus, bro. Making a list.
Oh, yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, was that off the top of the dome?
That was off the top of the dome, though.
Tap it up. Damn, this
Domed.
guy. You gotta hit up the boys in the stew.
The
man.
booth.
The booth.
The booth.
I mean, we got time. We should go.
BOOF.
We should go.
The booth. Yes, sir.
Yeah, we got
I actually
rhymes.
been meaning to. But it's
Yeah,
just 'cause
same. I got
all the celebrations.
Yeah, I've been
all the
meaning to as
Boxing
well.
Day.
Maybe we'll make some time next week or something like that.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on. But yes, as it is a new year, a lot of people like to start afresh.
New Year's resolution
Revolution.
for a resolution.
Oh,
come on.
okay.
Yeah, come on.
Oh, damn. What the heck? Welcome to the Ethan podcast, everyone. I'm just a guy.
Well,
that
we're
sits
having
here.
revolutions
Yeah.
for resolutions.
All right. Okay. You said enough.
Yeah, that's not a weirder. I think it's just better off
In the moment.
In the moment.
But
Type
anyways, we wanted to talk about what we do for our well-being and what we do for self-improvement as well to help those of you guys that I don't know, maybe
a
still
bit dry.
a bit dry, still thinking about what you want to do this year or some new things or disciplines you want to implement.
Yes, sir.
On this year 2022. And I don't know about you, Ethan, but I just feel like that this year is going to be pretty great.
No, that's true. Why'd you say it like that?
What do you mean?
I don't know about you, Jara, but I think this year's gonna be pretty good. It's like
No, like that's
the
not my
intro to
script,
like a show or something. I don't know about you, Jara, but this summer is gonna be wicked. And then just bam.
Yeah. Well, I thought I had a weird sound, but it's nothing. But anyways, yes, yeah. I mean,
It's gonna be different. I think
I
everyone
feel
wants.
like I have a good feeling
yeah.
about this year. I think it's gonna be pretty good.
That's
Like
for
you know, you're probably gonna get more content out of us and stuff like that. Main reason being that this guy's out of high school now.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Which is
different.
going to help a lot, and he's going to have more time, and I think he wants to as well put more time into it. School was just holding him back, Why do we even go to school? Don't go to just kidding. Go to school,
yeah.
stay in school. But yeah, we're going to go through some of the things that we do. This is again a freestyle, so
Yeah, it's just a quick episode.
just a nice quick one. We're just to start the new year and start.
I think everyone wants to improve in general.
Yeah, I mean, why
yeah.
wouldn't you want to always improve? Like
I think, I guess moving into it's like the first thing I can think of is just, I think a big one's like, watch people or like talk to people who may have different opinions that
different
you
perspective.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like if I'm Christian, I kind of know how like maybe an atheist thinks or this religion thinks, and kind of see how they see us. You know what I mean? And kind of like see like maybe some misconceptions, different things, and just like having a different perspective. I mean, that's why I do at work a lot.
Yeah,
what I mean?
that's good.
When you get the time, just talk to them. They're like, "Yo, so do you support this and this?" And I'll be like, "Oh, maybe not, maybe yes." And they're like, "Oh, how come?" And then they start like explaining, their views on it and everything. Yeah, and you start to realize like, well, for me personally, it was like one situation where she was like, "Oh, like, are you Christian?" And everything. It's like, "Oh, should I be like doing this in front of you and everything? Should I be like swearing in front of you?"
That's pretty common, hey?
Yeah, it's quite common.
Yeah.
They start to like pull it back, and then I just tell them like, "Yo, just do you."
Yeah.
You know what I mean, do you.
Yeah, it's like we're all sinners, right? But then you're especially a sinner if you swear in front of a Christian.
Yeah,
kind of things like that's not true.
Kind of interesting.
It's all the same everywhere. Like honestly, I would rather people be honest to themselves in front of me than to be a lie. Like
they get kind of scared.
You know what I mean? Like stop swearing in front of me. It's like, yeah, I get it. It's out of respect, but I would rather you be you than you be trying to
different two-faced.
I'm okay. It's not like I've never heard a swear word before. It's like,
did you just swear?
It's like, oh my god,
straight down. You know what I mean? It's like, that's what they really think it's like,
No,
like,
that's
you're
true.
Christian,
Yeah,
or you
yeah.
must like
Yeah.
you just try and brainwash me or something.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Straight
And then some of them will think I'm like Catholic and everything, and I have to kind of explain different things, and then they kind of discuss the whole thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty like that's one way I like.
Yeah, no,
I like to
that's
at least,
good.
or like unconsciously when you just talk to people.
That's good, man. I'll build on that one actually. It's like getting out of your comfort zone in a sense of like, you know, you have like your close friends, but then once in a while, go hang out with someone that's not in your friendship group, someone outside, but someone that you know, or like someone that you want to get to know. Because the thing is, when you talk to different people, again, it's perspective. You gain new perspective, and also different tools, right? Because when you're in the same circle, you're talking the same language, you're doing the same things, you're wearing the same shoes, you're wearing the same shirt. It's annoying, okay? But the thing is, like, when you go outside, there's someone else that looks at the whole thing differently.
Exactly.
So it's the conversations.
It changes the game.
I mean, there may be more effort on your end in the sense that you have to start like, you know, kind of, you know, prodding and like asking questions and like getting to know what they're saying and like answering their questions. Whereas in your circle, you're comfortable, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, I suggest doing that. I think that's pretty good. So just building on top of what you said. So
no, that's good
in that context. But
yeah, it's just like in general, it's just pretty good to see how other people see the world.
Yeah.
If anything, you can just like take a bit away from me, because like sometimes you just meet people who've like come a long way through life. You know, sometimes like they live unexpected lives. Like this guy's moved from like 5 different countries and now he's here. You know what I mean? And like he's like gone through a lot of things that he can explain about, and you like kind of gain new like new perspective on like been sitting around here the whole time, whilst people out there like living different lives. But yeah, that's like one of mine at least. Do you have one?
I mean, I like what you brought up. I just want to talk about something else as well in regards to that. It's like, because a lot of the times, like, you tell someone that, right?
Yeah.
And then when they start meeting up with people, there's always an agenda. Like, there's always like, I want to get something out of this person today, which is not always a bad thing, because naturally, right, when you speak to someone or you converse with someone, you're always going to get something out of it. But if you always go in with that mindset, I just feel like it's not. I don't know. I just feel like it's not good. It's not genuine, or it's not a good way to go about it.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
You want to be there and be with that person in the moment and enjoy just being with them. Yeah. And then what you get out of that is just a bonus.
I think I get that agenda bit why people will have it. It's like, oh, let's deal with this situation. Maybe there's drama. Yeah. Deal with that. And then I guess you need to be flexible enough to understand that there's still like, you're still like spending time with them. So, you know, talk to them. You know, like, are you okay, my brother?
Yeah. And meeting with new people outside, it's like, that can bring you joy as well. It's just different, you know. Like, say you got drama in your group, not saying that you do. I hope you don't. But, you know, if you do, whatever, like going outside, it's like, again, that's perspective, sure. You know, so.
And then.
But yeah.
You have anything?
I mean, I journal. I like to write and reflect. It's really good. It's a good tool. Like, it's a good way. It's like, it's different when you write it down because you can see it in front of you. Yeah. You know, when it's in your head, it's all messy and like, the thoughts don't stop kind of thing. I don't know. It feels uncontrolled, you know. But then when you have it on the piece of paper, you can look at it and be like, it's kind of in your control in a sense.
I journal as well, but it's like not consistent. I feel like journal when I feel like I need to write something.
That's fine.
You know?
I mean, I try to hit once a week, at least reflect on the week and see what happened. Like things that maybe moments I've caught myself getting angry at something, or like moments where I've caught myself slipping in something or saying something, or you know what I mean? And like reflecting and seeing what I could do better for next time, and like making the precautions to do so.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And it's good for goal setting as well. Like, you know, you start in 2022, you can talk about things like, someone told me recently, I've been asking people like how they go about their journaling. And it's interesting because, like, you know, you know in a certain way for so long, but then you ask someone else and they have a totally different way of doing it. Yeah. Not totally, but it's like useful, and like there's prompts, like people use prompts like, oh, what are some things that you're grateful for in 2021, and what are things that you're looking forward to in 2022? Things like that. Yeah. Write it down. You know? Yeah. Write some goals, like short-term goals, and then that lead up into your bigger goals. That's what I've done. You know, like,
I feel like people nowadays just don't write goals. Yeah. Because you know how it's like a trend where people are just like, nah, like, I didn't reach my goals, and then the very next year they're just like, nah, I'm just gonna go through the year, get as much done. Yeah. But then they don't have anything to aim for. Sure. So definitely, I would recommend writing goals. You know what I mean? Just
it's
try.
powerful.
Even if you fail, at least like you gave it a shot, or like
Yeah.
you made progression. At least you're like further than where you were gonna be if you didn't do anything.
Exactly,
at all,
and
you
then
know what
like the only time you look back is not to look how like what the mistakes you've done,
I mean? Yeah.
and things you've done wrong, but it's to see how far you've come.
Mm-hmm.
Because you make mistakes now, but you look back and you realize that you've improved so much
Yeah.
as a person.
Yeah. That's true.
And that goes for everything.
Yeah.
And I guess again going with the journaling thing, what I was gonna say. No,
It's gone.
That's gone. Anyways, yeah, journaling's great. It's good. It's a good tool. I think you guys should
If
do
you
it.
haven't tried it, at least like try it.
Yeah,
like,
try it. It's
just
good.
Grab an
It's
extra
good.
book or just
Good for
a paper.
reflection, man.
Just
It's 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 really good. But if I do remember what I was gonna say, I'll bring it up later on.
I think one for me is like kind of create like easy habits. I guess for me, it's like a big one for me is like if you can compliment someone, do it. You know what I mean? If you can say hi, like, hey, he's a bit busy with the business, you know what I mean? Like, that's why I've been doing when I'm grabbing lunch for, like, on my break and stuff like that. Hey, with, like, we're in the same shopping complex, you know what I mean? I might as well converse with you, might as well, like, not just say, oh, you know what I mean? Like, just try small stuff like that. I know it's, like, kind of hard for some people, but it's, like, small stuff like that, and it's, like, you know, maybe you can help out in the house real quick, just pick it up real quick, but
yeah, that's
I've been trying to do that. I feel like over time it's just gonna get like more like unconscious for me to just to do small stuff like that.
Easier.
Yeah, I feel like it's just like small stuff that goes a long way. You know what I mean? Feel like your mom not to like nag you later on for it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Just
I
do
think
it.
you told me that one time. It's like if it can be done in like 2 minutes.
Oh yeah,
do
the
it.
2-minute rule. Yeah.
The 2 minute rule.
Yeah.
I think that's a big one. If you can,
Yeah.
I feel like in terms of like my desk sometimes it's really messy and it can be cleaned very like in 2 minutes, but I just don't.
Yeah.
So I think keeping to that rule is definitely beneficial.
Yeah. Oh,
Recently too.
when I heard about that, when I learned about it, it was so helpful for me. It's like replying emails or like booking appointments and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And, like I would always be like, I'll just do that tomorrow. But then once I started applying the 2-minute rule, which is if you can do it within 2 minutes, you should just do it. That's basically what it is. So yeah, that's help. But that's a good reminder. Thanks for that, Ethan, because like I haven't been doing that. So like this is another thing that I do with my journaling. Like going back, I remember now what I was gonna say. Like like reflecting on these things. Like I remember like things that I used to do, which was like hang out with people a lot and initiate, right?
Yeah.
But then slowly I haven't been doing that. And now that I've like written it down and realized that this is how I like. For example, I'll be writing my diary like or like on my computer, I'm feeling kind of lonely, like or like. I don't know why I'm feeling this way, and then you look back and like, oh well, I'm not really initiating. Like, why should I be like feeling this way? I shouldn't be feeling this way, and then it's a good way to sort your feelings out as well in that sense. But anyways, moving on.
You see the cause and effect pretty much.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yes, you were saying about what was that before after journaling was like we talked about.
Oh, the 2 minute rule.
The 2-minute rule.
2-minute rule.
But yeah, that's good.
But yeah, I've been using 2 minute rule. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like maybe the introverts out there. Just like I don't know, just slowly creeping up to like connecting with like family more. I feel like for me it's like like I just know it. You know what I mean? I know for a fact that if one day my grandma may pass away, it could be at any time. You know what I mean? Like life's that short. I'll regret it, not spending enough time. It's like once again, it's like kind of like you're just pushing it. Like I'm gonna call her later on, but it's like you start to realize they're the biggest resource because they've just gone through so much. Like they've experienced life so much more. So I think that's like been a small way for me to like kind of improve slowly because they totally like once again have a different perspective as well. And plus they're your family, they like want the best for you and everything. So yeah, for me it's like connecting with my grandma a bit more. She just went through like hip surgery and everything, so definitely just like praying over her and everything. But yeah, she's like. She will always like look out for me and everything. So it's like connecting with her and I feel like nowadays the kids just like don't really connect with their parents too much. They're just more with their friends and everything. But yeah, that's another way I guess. You have anything?
Yeah. Okay, because that we're practicing Christians and stuff like that. A lot of this will be kind of spiritual, but I mean praying is good for mindfulness as well, rather than journaling, like praying about it, talking about it to God and like giving it to Him. I feel like the act of forgiveness and surrendering is very important in terms of moving forward.
Oh yeah,
very good.
100%.
Yeah, lifts your mood 100%. If you can just let go, let God, as cliche as the term goes, it works, man. Like there was a moment when I was harboring this like unforgiveness, right? for like certain people, and I was just like hating on them in my head, and I was like, I just knew it was bad. I was like telling God, like, man, I don't want to feel this way towards these
Oh,
people.
same, bro. Yeah.
So I just told him, like, I surrender this to you, and I just don't want to deal with it anymore. And then I felt, like, I'm not exaggerating, but I felt this peace, man. I felt good.
Yeah.
I felt so good that I went up and like messaged all my friends and like gassed them up, like saying stuff like, "Oh, I appreciate you for doing this." And it's like, out of forgiveness comes love, and I think that's just so. It's crazy. I don't know. Like I didn't know that was a thing until I did it myself.
Yeah.
But yeah, praying. Another thing that going back to what you said about confidence, introverts and stuff like that. Introvert, extrovert, anyone can have confidence, right? And like, I guess if you're struggling with confidence or like, or believing in yourself, I think it's like manifestations, you know, like people, not the ones that we know in church, like Maddie's like, you know, not those ones, but like, you know how people talk about crystals and manifestations, like, you know, like YouTubers and whatnot.
I'm gonna do well in this test.
Like well-being TikToks and stuff like that, right? It's kind of like we're taking some principles from that because we all kind of get our teachings from the same place and then make our own thing, right?
Yep.
But I call them affirmations, and this is a real thing, a real practice as well. But it's like, I like to tell myself like, oh, you know, things like daily, like every morning I'll do it. There's not a day that I miss out doing this. I'll say stuff like, I'm confident, you know, I'm brave, you know, like, you know, like I'm sharp, I'm handsome, like things like that. No, seriously, bro, you guys, so that you get that confidence from saying all those things, you know, like say things like, for example, if you're struggling with like being lazy, right? Because we talked about that previously. Then you can say stuff like, I'm assertive, I'm not lazy, things like that. You tell yourself that, and you'd be surprised how much it does for you. You say that every day, you'll believe it. Every day, I guaranteed. Like I've been doing this for like, I started doing it again recently because I recalled back to when I had like this tutor who did she tutored English for me, and she was also a Christian. And I remember she would, before we always start every lesson, she would always say like, you know, let's say the things. And I was like, all right. And I remember saying, I'm sharp, I'm smart, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, I can see how that
works. It's a
works.
good attitude adjustment. It's good. And like doing that, saying that I'm a confident person, I'm not scared, I'm brave, I'm approachable. These things help you become that person. Yeah. I believe that, you know, I do believe in that stuff. So
instead of like just calling yourself like, oh, I'm so lazy for not doing it.
Yeah, don't say that. Like, you want to say affirmations, things that will lift you up. And then, you know, I also smile in the mirror in the morning because that does something to you, you know, like helps you, you know.
That's your small stuff that, like?
Yeah, small stuff that help you up.
Because I feel like all like the other people, I don't know, big celebrities I see, or like big YouTubers, like gotta wake up 6 a.m. in the morning. You gotta like read books, rise and grind, have a run, have a workout, and then you gotta eat healthy meals, cold showers every time.
I have cold showers.
Yeah, cold showers fair, but it's like, bro, like, I think a big one that I took away from like apostles, what talking about, it's like, don't change the whole habit, you know, of your daily life. Change small things.
Yeah, exactly.
Like small things, just like waking up maybe like half an hour earlier. You know what I mean? It's like sleeping half an hour earlier. It's like so much easier. Yeah. What I think a small one recently I've actually done is that if you're addicted on your phone a lot and you want to do something, because I am a lot, it's like, I don't know if this works for everyone. This recently has just been working. So I bought this little phone stand thing, keychain, right? I just place it down and I just play my music and I just don't touch it. Like, it just looks like it's just set up there, and it's like it'll be just a hassle to grab it again. Just like unfold and everything. Yeah, right. So I feel like that's just a way I just like leave it, get something done, and like that's like a little setup that I can use just for music. That's it. And like you put it in like the landscape mode, so like if you flip it up, like the stand's just gonna be annoying. Yeah. But yeah, it's like stuff like that. They'll just like annoy me, I guess. Yeah, right. Like for me, just to force myself doing something. It's like a small habit to change. Yeah,
that's true. That's pretty good.
But yeah,
I mean, like, that's pretty decent.
Yeah. You got anything else?
No, I was just I thought of a name of that thing you just mentioned about the small habits thing. There's actually it's called the Kaizen Method. Kaizen Method.
Damn, that sounds cool.
Yeah, I think so.
That actually
Don't
sounds
quote
pretty
me
dope.
on that, but I remember I learned about that a couple years ago, where before the New Year resolution time comes around, I actually always start a month or two ahead. Oh. So I used to, what I used to do, I remember I tried to wake up at 5 in the morning. I tried to do that stuff, right? To get there, I started sleeping earlier, right? So I didn't just wake up at 5 a.m. straight away. I made my way towards it. So 2 months ahead, I was like, okay, I used to always wake up around like 9 o'clock.
Yep.
All right. or 10. So I
Yep.
tried to move that to 8. Then I moved that to 7, and then I moved that to 6, and then I got to 5, and it got easier. Problem was I couldn't play any games with the boys because I would always I'll be in bed by like 9, you know. So
there'll be sacrifice with that.
yeah, I did that for some time. It was alright, but I feel like it doesn't suit my lifestyle now. I mean, well, not that it wouldn't. I just don't because I don't have to.
Yeah, you don't have
I did
to
before
anymore.
because I need more routine in my life.
Yep.
Because routine is good. Before it was just more like everything's everywhere. So I needed to create something for myself, and then from there I just been doing that ever since, like creating routines, not necessarily waking up at 5 in the morning, but making those small habits to contribute to the bigger thing.
Yep.
You know, like you talked about, like always being on your phone is like screen time, right? So maybe give yourself like, I don't know, like I always go on Instagram and I check the activity and see how long I've been on Instagram, right? Say let's say 30 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Bring that to 20, then bring it to 10. By the week, go down by 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Something like that, you know? But I like what you did too. That's like setting up your environment for your benefit in a sense. That's cool too. So
yeah, that's true. I feel like clean room always helps as well.
Yeah, clean your
always
room.
a clean room. Clean room to feel organized.
I mean, books are pretty good too. I don't read per se, but I do listen to my books. So I do read books on Audible through my ears. I read through my ears. Because I just prefer it that way, because I can kill two birds with one stone. I could go and work out and listen to an audiobook. To me, that just works better.
Yep.
I rate it. I think if you guys have trouble reading or can't sit still for too long, get an audiobook. I think Audible is actually a pretty good investment, and you get free credits every month, and you can return your books.
Hey, he's not sponsored.
Not sponsored by Audible, by the way, but we would love to.
He knows every part of it, and you get extra credits because you can turn into it.
Yeah, because I went through that all myself. I'm just saying so that people can get on this trend as well. I remember
start your free trial today.
Someone ages ago like got me onto Audible, like, oh, you should do it, and I actually never touched it until like later on when I was like, I need to read books.
Yeah.
What's the fast way that I can read?
Yeah.
Because I'm a slow reader with the page, but with the Audible.
Yeah,
it's good, man. Audiobooks.
But yeah,
and sometimes if you're lucky, you get the author to read the book to you.
Oh,
that sounds good. Yeah,
David Attenborough.
I want to listen to Green Light by Matthew McConaughey.
Ooh,
did you know we're born on the same day? Not of the same year, obviously. He's 52 years old. He's 50. Okay, no, get this. I searched him up. He's 52 years old, which is my favorite number, right? Because of my favorite player in the American football, which is 52, right?
Who's the player?
Ray Lewis.
Ray Lewis.
He's retired now, and he's also born in November, and I just thought it was a very strange coincidence. I was like, I have to get this book now.
I have to.
Yeah,
stars aligned.
I have
stars aligned.
He reads the book. I sampled it.
I mean, dude.
Yeah, so I was like,
you do have a sexy voice, my guy.
I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it. So yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes I I can't find a book on audio. But it's like another method that I found recently is like 5 pages a day, and that's like very small. You think it's very small, but it's progress that you will never like end up doing. You know what I mean? A whole week of just like putting off a book, but you've done at least 5 pages.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That's like
a step
small
rather
progress.
than no steps at all. Right?
Exactly. That's like, and you won't be like, everyone says a chapter a day, which for me, it's quite for me that hates books and everything, and I know a ton of people do as well. That is too much.
A chapter
that is too much.
Pretty thick.
And there are people like the bookworms that are like, yo, I can go through a book in a month. You know what I mean? And it's like, okay, fair enough, but I'm not you. But I will do 5 pages a day, and that's progress that I will be doing rather than doing nothing at all. So like small stuff. So it's like, because when I like read books, I find that I'm like, while I'm reading, I'll be like, oh, how many more pages I have to go? And you realize that's like discouraging, and you're starting to like try and get through it and not like take it all in. But yeah, that's why I've been doing like 5 pages a day, because I've been having to read books. People have been like, you should read this book. We're gonna go through it and everything. I'm just like, okay, I've got, like, you're pushing me out of my comfort zone. I gotta do it at least. Gotta make some progress. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Good luck with that, man.
100%.
That's why I don't join the reading clubs.
Yeah. I think this is last year's been a crazy year of just like I think something I dealt with a lot is comparing myself to other people, comparing myself with like just like, you know, big YouTubers and everything. And it's just like, I found it was like it was kind of discouraging to see it sometimes, but I think like over time I just like you learn to like deal with it. And yeah, like for me to like come out of that situation and like learn from it, it's just more like you gotta do you, man. You gotta like, even though you're in your downs, you're still progressing. It's never like a full like, oh, I'm stagnant. You know what I mean? That low place, it will always be like you progressing and you're about to like learn and go into like a better place to maybe teach someone else and everything. So I think that's what I learned. It's like, yeah, it may be crap now, but I just like, I know like over time you just gotta like go through it. You know what I mean? But yeah, comparing myself to other people was not fun.
Comparison's hard, man.
Yeah.
You always catch yourself comparing yourself to someone else. There's always going to be someone better than you.
Oh, 100%.
But you're always going to be better than someone else.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
it's a weird spot to be in.
I mean, again, like, just look back and see what you have achieved. You know, things like that. Like, for your age, you know, you've done a lot already. You know, like, think about it. You think about it. You haven't even started living yet. You just finished high school. Like, think about things like that. You know, that will help you.
Yeah.
Like, or maybe do more hobbies or things that will bring more value to yourself.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
so it's like, that's what I try to do. I try to like learn new skills and like cook and all that, so that now I know that now I'm husband material. You know, like you know, I'm getting my certificate and that. You know, things like that. Like, and it makes you feel good about yourself. It's like, I feel like I'm ready for the next thing, or like I feel like I have something to give. I know my worth. I know my value.
Yeah.
And I guess you're always still, even with that, you're gonna compare yourself.
Exactly.
But you just gotta always remember, like, you know, it's not. Doesn't matter. You're doing your own thing. People work at their own pace. We may all get to that successful spot, one spot, somewhere in our lives, but it might take different times for everyone. But you're already quite quick with the whole social media stuff.
It was like kind of crazy too. It's like, someone said this to me. It's like, yo, I didn't know Christians could get jealous of each other. I was like, dude, that is crazy. Cause like, as much as
it's like aliens or something.
Yeah, as
man.
much as it is, but it's like we sometimes get jealous of like each other's faith. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When someone's doing hella well,
True,
it's like,
true.
yo, I'm reading through like this
That guy's got
chapter
the
and
fire.
everything, and it's like, yo, fair enough, I'm doing crap. You know what I mean?
That's normal for us as just a second generation Christians. You know,
and
like,
just as humans though.
it's
Yeah.
I don't know why people think that. That's absurd to hear that,
Yeah.
because we're still humans as well. I think there's this whole misconception that Christians have to show face and be always very happy all the time. That's not true. We have got people that are dealing with chronic depression in this place. We got people that are dealing with certain sins that even people outside are not dealing with. You know, we got things in this house that, like, you know, again, the church is not a place for the saints, but a place for the sinners. You know what I mean? It is what it is. And I'm tired of hearing that, you know, like, we're not, they're comparing us to God. You know, every time they bring it up, oh, that's not what a Christian should do, because in their heads, that's not what God would do. And that's true, God wouldn't do that, but we're not God.
Yeah.
We're trying to be like God, but we're never like Him. We're never gonna be like Him.
Yeah.
Because that's just how it is.
Yeah.
But that's what not God cares about anyways. He doesn't care that we'll be Him one day. He cares about our heart.
It's like,
He cares about how
exactly.
the fact that we're trying to be like Him is more than enough.
Oh, come on. Yeah, come on, Jara.
You just got me started. You just got me started.
Super hot fire.
I feel like a lot of people struggle with that as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I just want to tell people out there that we're always going to be struggling together. Doesn't matter, you know? But it's all about getting back up again. As again, Rocky and whatever, right? It's about getting back up again and moving forward. That's what it's all about. But also not being, you know, like, you don't just get up and be like, all right, I'm going to do it again, like, willingly. You got to, like, at least put up a fight, you know what I mean? Like, whatever you're dealing with, whatever you're struggling with, but that's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say.
But yeah, nah, I definitely totally agree with that. And it's like, you gotta stand up for it. You know what I mean? You gotta stand up for like who you are and like being Christian and everything, man. There are a lot of Christians that stay quiet when they under attack. You know what I mean? And dude, there's some truth you gotta say. There's some things you gotta stand by and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's like a big one as well. It's like having the heart of God is just like totally different, because when you like come up from a bad situation, you come up 10 times stronger and everything, and you're just so much more confident and everything. And people be like, "That's kind of different. I didn't expect that." And just be like, "That's from Jesus." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, are you talking about that in a sense of like evangelism wise, like?
Yeah, I guess so. It's like, do you know how like those big stories where like, you know, this guy just like keeps coming. This guy keeps fighting and everything, and like people that like persecuting like maybe someone and everything, and they're just different. There's like something different about them. I think in that sense, that aspect of them is God, really.
Sure.
And it's like the small aspects where God really like truly shows like where He's moving in our lives and everything. But yeah.
I mean, I'll touch on that. I mean, this whole thing could be a whole topic of its own, but I like to use this analogy of like, you know, like for example, like you look at the Men's Health magazine, right? And when you look at the magazine, you always see like this hell ripped like celebrity, like whether that's Hugh Jackman or like Mark Wahlberg or like someone else that year. You're like, damn, I wish I had that guy's body, right?
Yeah.
And that's in the same way that you want people to look at your life, right? Like, and that's how I try to live my life. I try the best I can. Like, I'm not saying I'm a saint. I make mistakes and I do things. I make stupid choices as well, right? The thing is, like, you try to live life as best you can. That when someone looks at you on the outside, they're like, something different about that guy. I want to do what that guy's doing, and that's when you bring them to the Lord and you save his life. You know, that's how I go about it. I don't go around preaching the word and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But anyways. That's
totally different thing.
A totally different thing. But yeah. Anyways, that's pretty much all we really wanted to talk about today. Just hope you guys get started in 2022. Hopefully, you guys took something out of today. Whether that's misconceptions on Christians, which I hope that there are more podcasts like us out there. I don't know. I feel like the podcasts I've seen that are Christian are very like theological and going into the word, which is good. But maybe more podcasts that talk about these things, I don't know. There will be YouTube videos on that for sure, but yeah, we hope you took something out of this.
Yes, sir.
To help you guys in 2022.
Set some goals.
Yeah.
Set some targets and shoot.
For those of you guys still listening until now, we love you. We appreciate you. We thank you very much for supporting us because without you guys listening, I don't know, or that one person that gets something out of this, that's all we want.
Yeah.
We just want to help that one person, but and we enjoy it, and we're going to keep doing it, and we look forward for 2022. I think it's going to be a pretty damn good year.
Yes, sir.
So look forward. Watch the space. It's going to get really rowdy. All right? So, as always, on YouTube.
And on Anchor and Spotify.
Ring the bell, subscribe. You know the jazz. If you've been listening all this time, you know what to do. But, again, we appreciate you for listening in.
You know what to do. They've already done it.
We hope you have. But, yeah, love you guys heaps, and see you guys next time.
Stay fresh.
Stay fresh.